Hello and welcome once again to the Tech Explorers channel. Today we want to quickly attend to the new update that was rolled out on the 30th day of March 2023 by Upwork via email. So last night, today being the 31st day of March 2023, I received a mail from Upwork concerning the new update about VAT that would be affecting freelancers. So in this video, in a very short period, I want to quickly look at what it is, whether we should be worried as freelancers, and what we need to do after this moment. Now, if you have not seen this mail, I recommend that you go over to your email box and it should be sitting right there because a number of persons has confirmed that they have received this mail. However, I will just quickly pick some points here that relates to us and then head over to my Upwork account to see exactly what needs to be done on your Upwork account. So the second paragraph here states that the value added tax, which is the VAT, is a tax on the digital services that Upwork provides. All right. VAT does not apply to freelancer or agency services that you offer clients or to income earned from completing those services. What this simply means is that this VAT would not affect the money that you earn. All right, the money that you earn because of the skill or services that you have offered to clients. In other words, when you render a service to a client and you are paid, all right, that VAT does not apply to that money that is earned. However, there is something subtle that we also need to clarify here. Over to the fourth paragraph. Before we jump over to the fourth paragraph, let's quickly look at the third paragraph. This written in bold form. All right. It reads that for Upwork to remain compliant, we will begin to charge VAT on transactions where we are required to collect it. This tax applies to many digital service purchases that Upwork supplies, such as the purchase of connects, service fees, and membership fees. Upwork will start charging VAT at the end of April 2023. All right. So what does this actually mean? It simply means that even though you will not be charged this VAT based on the service that you render to a client or the money that a client pays you for the services that you have rendered, the VAT would still indirectly apply to you in these three specific areas. Number one is your Connect purchase. Whenever you purchase Connect, VAT will be applicable to the money that you are paying to purchase that Connect. Number two, when you are bidding for a job, all right, when you're bidding for a job, usually Upwork has rolled out another circular before now. If you have not checked that, you could also go over to my channel. The link will be in the description. A circular that speaks to every freelancer about the flat rate that will be applicable to all freelancers. Initially, when you're bidding for Upwork jobs, you would see Upwork fees ranging between 5% to 20% according to how much you have earned over time on Upwork. But now Upwork is saying that they would charge a flat rate of 10% across board, whether you have earned millions on Upwork or you're just starting out on Upwork. All right. But I guess that very initial circular that was passed was with respect to this new circular that has to do with VAT charges. All right. So Upwork is saying that now that you will no longer be bothering about 5%, 20%, 10%, but everybody will be charged on a flat rate of 10%. Whenever you are bidding for jobs, however, VAT will be charged on that 10%. All right. In other words, on that charge, or rather, the service charge that Upwork tends to charge you because you're using their platform to apply for job or to bid for jobs. All right. You will be paying a VAT for that amount. A typical example is this. If you are to be charged, say 100, say if your 10% service charge is 100 naira, let's say for those who are based in Nigeria, and according to the government policy of Nigeria, their VAT is about 7.5%, which is roughly about $7. All right, roughly about $7. So Upwork is saying that henceforth you will be charged not just that 10%, but additional 7.5% for those who are in Nigeria, because that is the government VAT charges. All right. This VAT will be remitted to the government of any country where you have registered your Upwork account with. All right. So instead of 10%, it will now be 10 plus VAT. All right. So whatever country you're watching from, check out what your country charges as VAT, all right? And then add that to the 10% that Upwork charges across board. And that is what you'll be paying henceforth as your service fee. And lastly, the membership fee for those of us who like to upgrade their membership fee on Upwork from the freelancer basic to the paid services that exposes you to other opportunities or other features on Upwork, all right? If you want to learn about the membership fee, you can check out my videos on one of my channels that speaks elaborately on that. Okay, so these are the three instances that whenever you are upgrading your membership fee, you will also have to pay VAT to that regard. So membership fee, as far as the last I know about, upgrading from freelancer basic to freelancer paid version, not the enterprise though, the freelancer paid version, I think you'll be paying about $15. That is to upgrade. So if you are upgrading as at April 2023, thenceforth, you will not only be paying the amount that Upwork charges for the membership fee, but it will now be membership fee plus VAT. So if your VAT, for instance, in Nigeria is 7.5%, whatever that amounts to, that is 7.5% of that membership fee. Okay, the same thing applies to the service charge. 7.5% of your service charge of that 10%. So it will now be 10% plus 7.5% of that charge. Then membership fee will be membership fee $15 plus 7.5% of that $15. That is what rather you'll be paying henceforth. But then what are we to do now that we have this information? That leads us to the fourth paragraph. It says, as an additional step, or as rather as an optional step, mark the word optional, meaning you are not mandated to do this. Okay, you're not obliged to do it. If you don't want it, you can leave it there. But as an optional step, if you have a VAT ID, all right, and this is why it is optional, because many people don't even have a VAT ID. So if you have a VAT ID and would like to see it displayed, that is, you want to see that VAT charge displayed on your invoice, perhaps for whatever reason you're a government worker and you use all this information to source for government funding and stuff like that, you may want such VAT to appear on your invoice, all right? So if you want that to happen, Upwork is saying that you would have to go over to your tax information page. We'll be doing that in a very few minutes from now. Have to go over to your tax information page. Within your settings, I'll show you all that, to update your VAT ID. Now, this is where it gets trickier. You need to pay attention to this very last passage. It says, please note that your VAT ID is different from your tax identification number. If you do not have a VAT ID, there will be a place to acknowledge that on the tax information page. Now, you also need to understand that even if you have a VAT ID, it doesn't exclude you from paying that VAT charge, okay? Unlike with the tax, where if you supply your tax information on Upwork, then Upwork automatically assumes that you are paying that tax in your country, okay? So whether you pay the tax or not, it does not necessarily concern Upwork anymore, provided that you have supplied your tax information, okay? But if you have not supplied your tax information, you will be charged for that, okay? It will automatically be charged as if you are a US citizen, because Upwork is a US company, all right? So whether you have your VAT or not, you will pay for your VAT. Unlike the tax, if you have uploaded your tax information, then you may be excluded from paying tax, because it will be assumed again that you are already paying that tax in your country. All right, so having said all this, let's head over to Upwork and see exactly what we need to do. For those information that concerns tax, I have a special video for that, so you could check my channel for information on how to go about filling your tax details, and that will sort that for you. So join me as I head over to my Upwork account. So right here, I am in my Upwork space. Okay, this is my Upwork dashboard, And so I'll be leading us through the process. As soon as you enter into your Upwork, as at today, you can see the 31st day of March, which is Friday, you would be welcomed with this prompt. In compliance with tax law, we must add taxes on Upwork fees. Please click here to update your tax information. For more details, read our FAQs, that is the frequently asked questions. All right. So, two ways you can go about this. The simplest of them all is to just simply click on here. All right. Once you click here, it would automatically lead you to where you should upload those information. All right. Of course, it's asking me for details. I'll quickly impute that and then continue with this video. All right, so I am in my settings page under the tax information. This is where you will be working with regards to the email that was rolled out on the 30th day of March 2023. Once you have gotten to this tax information page, it is assumed that you should have filled out your tax information, specifically the W8BN form. If you have not and you don't know how to go about that, just take a look at my channel. You would see one of the top videos that teaches you exactly how to fill out this form seamlessly, especially if you do not even have your TIN, that is your tax identification number. All right, so once you are on this page, what do you want to do? Scroll to the last category of this very section and you'll see exactly what to do. So join me as to scroll up. Here we go. So here we are. It reads tax information additional requests. Okay, so at this juncture is where you will be filling out your own information if you have them, and if you don't, we'll show you what to do. It says value added tax, which is a VAT, to comply with tax laws and so on and so forth. We already read that at the beginning of the video. So what you want to do is to click on this pencil icon. If you click on the pencil icon, you choose. If you have a VAT ID, you choose a VAT ID and you will be given a space to impute your VAT ID details. If you don't have a VAT ID, simply click on I don't have a VAT ID and then save. And voila, we are done. So once you have done this, it is the end of all you need to do. Whatever you need to bother about henceforth then is when you are paying for anything on Upwork, whether you're buying Connect, know that you have to pay an extra fee, which is the VAT. Whether you're upgrading your membership, you would also be applying VAT to that payment. All right. And the third one would be when you are applying for a job. But that third one is quite tricky. All right. I think based on my experience on Upwork so far, I think it would only be applicable for jobs that you successfully bidded for. In other words, if you bid for a job and you don't end up getting the job, I don't think VAT will be applicable in that regard. But if you bid for a job and you end up getting the job, that is the only time when that Upwork service charge would be applicable. So where that is applicable, VAT would also be applicable. Thank you for joining. I hope this video helped you. If it did, click on the thumbs up button and do well to subscribe if you have not subscribed, because this very channel will continue to roll out videos, helpful videos to freelancers that helps you to better serve yourself and save yourself some mishap as far as freelancing world is concerned. Thank you for joining once again and see you in another video.